This is another video brought to you by the Ichiban Productions. Like, comment, subscribe. So welcome everyone, happy days are here again. We're back with another review. It has finally arrived, it's finally here. It is the Steam Deck dock by Valve. So this official dock sets you back a cheeky $79.99. It does sound quite expensive, I do appreciate that. However, a good USB-C dock is quite expensive, but I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, but Ichiban the J-Sox is only $49.99. That's true. However, this one is official from Valve, so you're going to have to pay that extra money. But this one does come with a power adapter as well, an actual power plug, which is pretty good. So, enough talking, I'm super excited. Let's check out the box and let's crack it open and see what's inside. Checking the outside of the box is pretty straightforward. It says what it is there, and on the front we got some Valve stuff, and then nothing on the side and the back. Well, the back has a serial number. I'm not going to show you that one, obviously, but I will tell you a little bit about the journey. So I ordered this not last Thursday, the Thursday before. So I ordered it on Thursday. It was dispatched, I think it was on Monday. It's gone from the Netherlands to the UK, because obviously that's where I am, and it's finally got delivered on Monday. So it's just over a week to get here. So keep that in mind when ordering it. It ain't next day. If you're used to Prime, you can forget it. There is a wait to get this. Boom, cheeky cut. I have cut open the seal so we can open it up. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. Fairly anticlimactic because there is a cover on the box. Ooh, but there it is, the deck dock. I'm genuinely excited to actually see what this is like, to see what the build quality is like. So, first of all, it has got some weight to it. It is definitely plastic, it's not metal, but there is some weight to it. We've got the deck symbol engraved in the top, rubberized there at the bottom, not at the front or not on the back, just on the bottom. On the bottom of the thing, again, we've got ourselves the rubberized grip. And checking out the back, so we've got the right angled USB-C to go in there. We've got a display port, and we've got HDMI, we've got the power USB-C, Ethernet, and then we've got ourselves three, I think they're USB 3.0 inputs there. Pretty good, but there's still more in the box. Somewhere hidden away, we've got another power adapter, so let's see if we can open this without like destroying it. And there we go, move that out the way, and yes, there we go, we've got another power adapter. Let's get the actual Steam one to see, is it identical? Ooh, we got ourselves some we got ourselves some serious instructions as well. Let's start by having a look at those. So checking out the instructions here, pause it if you want to read it. I don't think there's too much. Oh my goodness, it's just the typical warnings and stuff like that. I mean, if I read it in detail, it's probably going to have some super interesting stuff, but no, reading's for prisoners, so we ain't going to be doing that. One of the things I did see and did like about this dock is that if you plug this into your Steam Deck, it will be recognized as a Steam Deck dock, which means it can be upgraded, the firmware can be dealt with, so if there's problems and issues, you know, Valve can keep on top of it. That's an advantage for here, it can be updated directly. Checking out the power adapters, here we've got the one with the dock, and here we got the one with the deck. So yes, they're absolutely identical. You take a look, the model's the same, absolutely identical. They're exactly the same. So it does add a little bit extra for that expensive price. Nice. So I guess what we need to do now is set it up and see, does the deck fit in the dock? So I heard some cheeky rumours that if you've got a case on your deck, it isn't going to fit in the dock. I, of course, have got a case. I mean, I'll link to the case up in the corner. I really like that one. It's 24 quid. Is it going to fit in? Ooh, it fits, but it is definitely not sturdy. I mean, if we turn it on the side, we can see it doesn't fit in perfectly. I think the case is going to have to come off here. So I'm going to pause the video, take the case off, and then insert it properly. Take two, we got no case. How does it fit in now? Oh, much better. It fits in like a dream. So there we go. It does fit in the dock, but it's going to have to not have a case on it. So if you look from the side, see how it fits in perfectly there. Really good. And then actually I'm thinking, you know, would the USB-C actually fit in with the case on itself? I don't think it will for 1 second. I think if this is going to fit, and this is going to fit on the dock, you're going to have to take the case off it. I mean, that is something you need to consider. I totally thought I'd just prove the point. I put the case back on. You can see how it's got a little bit raised there. I mean, that is not fitting in. Look, it sort of barely touches it, but it's not digging in properly. So if you're going to use the actual stand, you're going to have to take off your case. Something to consider when buying the valve one for sure. So I did a recent review of an Anchor USB-C hub, which can appear up somewhere over here. It's definitely worth a watch. I mean, I presume the compatibility and stuff will be very, very similar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to have to use this for a while to tell you how does it stack up against the Anchor one. Does it function exactly the same? Are there any quirks or differences? So I'm going to pause the video here. For you, I'll be right back. But for me, it's going to be a couple of weeks. No way it's going to be a couple of weeks. I'm way too excited for this. It's probably going to be about a few days. But I will certainly give you an update. Is it worth the money? And does it function as expected? And I'm back, like I said I'd be back. Although it's been a little bit longer than I was expecting, I am back to give you my final thoughts on the Steam Deck dock. Is it worth the money? Well, these are my findings and these are my recommendations. Let's get straight to it. In terms of a deck for the dock, you can't get a better one than the Steam one itself. However, there is a massive caveat to that. If you've got a case on your dock, this probably isn't the best dock for you. For me, I've got the, I can't even remember how to pronounce it, but I'll link it at the top. If you want to see the case, there's a review up there. I really love the case, actually. But if you can see, it does fit in the dock. It's not super secure, but it's not as snug as it would be without. The other problem you've got, of course, is that is not fitting in there like that. However, I have solved that. Again, another video up at the top. If you get yourself your JSOCKS right-angled USB-C adapter that looks a bit like this, so you can plug it in and get it upside down. Or that ain't going to work, is it? Oh, come on, Ichiban. Use your brains. Clip it in like that, and it will fit in nice like that. So if you are going to be using the dock with the deck with a case, you are going to need to do some thinking. I would highly recommend that right-angle USB adapter in general, on the basis that it's a great tool to have. It's super, super cheap. If you've got the deck and you've got a case, get the adapter. In terms of the dock itself, it's been super reliable. When I first plugged it in, it did require an update and has had updates sequentially. I'll post a little picture, should be pinging on the screen now, that shows the dock being updated. It's real good that Steam are also supporting the dock. I will say the connectors on the back have been great. I've had no, of course it would, live on camera get caught. In terms of the actual connections itself, I do like the way that it's got a DisplayPort one. DisplayPort port, which would be good if you're you've got a PC monitor that uses that. HDMI has been a solid connection, no issues with that. Pass-through charging, no issues. I have found the Ethernet port extraordinarily useful. Depends how good your internet connection is. If you've got a solid Wi-Fi connection, you're not going to need that. But for me, it's a little bit patchy in the house. When I did, well, I've had all sorts of issues with the deck, to be honest. I had one of the bumpers that stopped working. But anyway, when I sent that out, it came back and I had to download my games again. What I did do is I plugged in an Ethernet connection and got a much more stable connection. Although, what I will say, fair play to Steam, I am loving the over-the-network transfer from your PC. So if you've got like an update or a game installed on your PC and you want to download it to the deck, it will do it directly from your PC instead of Steam servers. Nice, Valve. Very, very nice. What I did want to do is compare the dock to a USB adapter hub. I reviewed an Anchor one with its top, which I still really highly recommend. I really liked how that one actually came with the case. This with me, I mean, I'm being old school and I've put a little Selfridges case. Ooh, how fancy are you, Chiban, around it to travel with. But yeah, so one thing I did want to compare is, can you use this USB dock on other USB devices? So what I thought I'd do is I'd show it you on an iPad. Boom, cheeky cut. Do ignore the absolutely filthy fingerprints all over this bad boy. But what I did want to show you is that if you, let's turn it on and plug in the deck dock, yes, it is recognised. You can use it a USB hub on other devices, which makes it extra value for money. I also really like the fact that this comes with an extra charging brick. Very, very nice. It does help explain the cost of it. Anyway, with that in mind, we've done the positives. Let's talk a little bit about the negatives and let's give a star rating to it. In terms of the negatives, really the only things I can complain about it are it doesn't fit a case. I know it has been specifically designed for the Steam Deck, and not everyone's got a case, but for me, I would like a little bit extra space here maybe, and I know that sits flush at the top of the Steam Deck. I would have liked a little bit more give, but it is all solvable, so overall, I can't complain too much. It is a similar price to a decent Anker one, so it's not priced out the market, but the big advantage of this, it does come with an extra power brick, so that does make it good value for money. So with that in mind, let's put a star rating on it. With all things considered, I'm going to give the official Steam Deck dock a 5 stars out of 5 stars. It does exactly what it says on the tin. I love that it comes with an extra power adapter. Thank you, Valve. The only downside really is a niggle, I suppose, is, don't fit with a case, but the delivery is also a little bit longer than I would like, but I'm in sport for Amazon with the next day delivery. So all in all, is it worth it? You've got a Steam Deck and you're looking for a dock or a hub or USB hub or anything like that, get the Steam Deck one. It serves its purpose well, and on the flip side, it can also double up as an USB-C adapter or hub for other devices as well. So yeah, recommended, get it. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a cheeky thumbs up. That means more people can see it and make an informed decision about whether this deck is for them. I can't get over the wording of it. So yeah, give it a cheeky thumbs up. If you've got any questions or comments, post them in the comment section below. I reply to each and every comment. If you take the time out of your day to ask a question or post a comment, you will get a reply from the Ichiban himself, so don't worry about that. And a personal request from me, it's 1 second of your time. Could you press that subscribe button? It would mean the world to me to finally get to a cheeky 1,000 subscribers. We're on our way, and I want to thank everybody who's subscribed, and anybody who's thinking of subscribing, go on, press it. It will mean the world to me. With that in mind, you know what I'm going to say. Look after yourselves, take care of the people around you, and most importantly, stay out of trouble.